If you need any Xbox or PlayStation codes or anything gaming related, check the referral links down in the description. They'll take you to g2a.com. They already have a discount on most of their goods already, and with the code CHES at checkout, you can get yourself an extra 3% off as well. If you need Hey guys, how's it going? Ches back again, and welcome to episode number 58 of the Inter Milan career mode here on FIFA 15. It's time for a cheeky little season roundup. Of course, we'll have a look at how things went down in the competitions we were involved in, how the league situation ended up in the top leagues around Europe, and we'll end with a quick squad report as well. A quick note though, tomorrow's episode, or tomorrow's 1 PM upload, is extremely important with regards to the future of the channel in that 1 PM slot. So make sure that you're about and able to watch Friday's episode, because it is particularly important, and I will definitely need your feedback on it. So I won't mention any more than that about it now. You'll have to come back tomorrow and have a quick look at the video. It won't be that long, so obviously it won't take up too much of your time. But for now, let's have a look at how things went down in the competitions, at least that we were involved in. And of course, as you saw yesterday, we were able to be victorious in Serie A. We get the Scudetto for the first time in about 5 years for Inter. Obviously, doing it on the head-to-head against Juventus. Those two defeats that they've got are the only two defeats that, oh my days. Those two defeats are both to us. The only two defeats the Juventus got were both to us, is effectively what I'm trying to say. Well done, Ches. My brain is working, my mouth isn't. Juventus and Roma round out the Champions League spots. Lazio and AC Milan are there in the Europa League spots. Unfortunately, we lose Cagliari, Empoli and Pescara. Even if Empoli had beaten us on the last day, it wouldn't have saved them from relegation, but they did give us an extremely difficult game regardless. Having a look around the other competitions in Italy, as you can see, Juventus won the Coppa Italia after knocking us out in the semi-finals. We won the European Super Cup at the beginning of the year, 4-1, which was a big turnout for the books. Didn't expect that result, to be completely honest. In the Champions League, Manchester United were victorious. Real Madrid getting to the final for the second year in a row. However, unfortunately for them, it was the red half of Manchester. After they beat the blue half of Manchester in the semis, they lost to the red half in the final 2-1 after United had beaten fellow English Premier League side Tottenham Hotspur in the semis. As we move across to the Europa League, of course, we were knocked out in the semi-finals at this stage in that competition, and it was an all-Spanish final, although Valencia were able to come out on top of the side that beat us in the previous round by 2-1. So both European finals won by a scoreline of 2-1. We'll have a quick look at player stats, see who got the golden boot in Serie A, and actually it was shared between three players. Seydou Doumbia, I'm not too sure what Vidra's first name is, so I'll just call him Vidra, and Simone Zaza at Sassuolo all had 16 goals in this particular season. And then there was a clutch of players there on 15 as well. Carlos Tevez, Christian Benteke, Djordjevic, Pektamek, our very own Rodrigo, as well as another Sassuolo player, Sansone. Are there any other Inter Milan players in this lineup? To be fair, I was going to say perhaps Jovetic might be in there, because he scored a few goals for us since coming in since January. Assist-wise, though, we've done very well. Rodrigo and Dybala lead the assist chart, so fair play to them. Well done. Sissoko there with 7 as well in 7th. Any other Inter Milan players in this list? Oh, a cheeky little Gökhan Torre down there in 25th. Congratulations to him as well. But we'll have a look at the top leagues around Europe. Obviously, we won our league here in Italy, but who won the league in England, Spain, Germany and France? Obviously, there'll be the countries where the best or hardest competition will come for next season's European competition. And Chelsea win in the Barclays Premier League. Man City, Liverpool and Manchester United qualify for the Champions League for the next season. And in fact, United, Liverpool and Arsenal in 5th all had the same goal difference. And unlike in Serie A, where it's decided on head-to-head, or all had the same points, sorry. And unlike in Serie A, where it's not decided on goal difference, it is in England. So United finish 3rd by a single +1 goal, and then Arsenal were down there in 5th by having -7 on Liverpool, and then Arsenal get the Europa League spot. Not sure whether Everton will qualify for Europe. I'm not too sure. Cardiff, West Brom and Watford, though, relegated. Just out of curiosity, I'd like to see where Cambridge United came. And 20th. Cool. Never mind. Lyon win Ligue 1 by 7 points ahead of PSG, who only finished level on points with Marseille. And Saint-Etienne round out the top 4 in France. In Germany, expectedly, Bayern Munich top the league by only 3 points though, and Wolfsburg are a further 14 behind. Wow, top two ran away with it, and Schalke round out the Champions League spots in Germany. We'll have a quick look at Italy. Oh, not Italy. We're in Italy. We'll have a quick look at Spain, and then I'll give you a quick cheeky squad report to round out this particular second season. Barcelona win La Liga by 5 points ahead of Real, then 10 points down to Sevilla, and Atleti do sneak into the Champions League with a cheeky fourth spot finish ahead of Valencia and Athletic Bilbao, who will get Europa League football next season. So we'll have a look at the squad reports around the season now. I'm actually pretty pleased with how this season went. I would have obviously have loved to pick up a treble if we could have got through the semi-finals in both of the other competitions, but unfortunately it wasn't to be. But Bernd Leno, I was expecting him to grow this season. Whilst obviously his physical and mental attributes have grown, his actual goalkeeping attributes, the most important ones, haven't. So unfortunate he wasn't able to do that, although he did do quite well this season. 16 clean sheets in all competitions is not bad at all. Mine Jesus grew up too, pleased with him. Only 4 clean sheets, wow. My defending couldn't have been too good then in those 26 games. Fabian Schär got 11 clean sheets and 1 assist in the European Super Cup as well to go up 1 as well. He, of course, came in on a free contract or pre-contract on a free. And then Eder Alvarez Balanta went up too. Unfortunately, he was out for a chunk of the season with injury. Otherwise, he probably could have grown even more. 5 clean sheets in 20 for him. Gokhan didn't grow this year, but I was very pleased with him. 2 goals and 7 assists. It felt like he had more of an influence than that, to be completely honest. Mateo Kovacic is up too. He, of course, tore his calf muscle and missed the latter stages of the season, but 4 goals and 4 assists for him, and his stats are growing quite nicely as well. He's going to be an even better player in years to come. Freddie Guarin is homesick, apparently. 5 goals and 5 assists for him this season, but not really much growth there at all, and I would probably be considering selling him on next season. Cherdan Shaqiri, 24 years of age now, up 1 to 82. 2 goals and 4 assists from him. The wide players haven't chipped in this year with the goals, whereas the central midfielders really have. Marcelo Brozovic with 2 goals and 5 assists. And he's up 2 ratings overall at 76. Marco Sau got 18 in 28 and 7 assists. Really good season for him. And pleased to see him continue to grow as well, even though he's now 28 years old. Rodrigo obviously came in at the beginning of the season for 18.5 million and Rodrigo Palacio. So strange. Rodrigo Palacio went out and just Rodrigo came in. 20 goals scored for him in all competitions as well as 12 assists. So in all games, if you do just a straight comparison, he either scored or was contributing to a goal for the club. So really pleased with him. Lucas Romero up 1, not played as much football as he may have liked, but he seems to be happy, and not really too much growth for him though, which is a shame. Paulo Dybala up 2, now 80 rated overall, and he scored 12 goals and got 10 assists this year. Everybody seems to get lots of assists, don't they, when it comes to my forward players, which is good. Terence Kongolo came in January, actually, didn't he, for £7 million plus Hugo Campagnaro, and played very well for me indeed, up 2 ratings in just 6 months at the club, or 5 months at the club. No, 4 months at the club, because we're only in May. For some reason, Serie A season ends, like it goes from season to the next at the end of May, rather than the end of June, which it does with the English leagues and the Spanish leagues. I've not really managed anywhere else to know where it changes over. But Luis Pedro Cavanda, another good season for him, pretty consistent out on the right-hand side. He and Gokhan rotated out. Taider, I was actually very impressed with. I was keen to try him when he came back from his loan spell last year, and he played okay. 5 goals, 5 assists, not too bad at all, although disappointed that he didn't grow too much. Bardi barely played 1 game in the Europa League. Congratulations, Sunshine. Matteo Darmian is a player we brought in from Torino for £3 million plus Yuto Nagatomo. 25 games for him, 3 assists. Again, the wide players didn't really have too much of an influence in the 3-5-2. No games for Carrizzo. Tried to move him on. Nobody wanted him anyway. A couple of youngsters that we brought through that I brought up too early, so their stats are pretty ruined. Dodo played 1 game for me this year. Wasn't really used at all. Surplus to requirements. Charlotto, 5 goals and 2 assists in his 16 games. And they were very important goals as well when they came. Was actually very impressed with Charlotto, and like I say, I may look into him for the career mode Road to Glory, although he's probably going to be about 31 in that series now, bearing in mind we're in the 6th year, so might not. Kyriakos Papadopoulos, though, has a very strong season, 28 games, 10 clean sheets, 2 goals for him as well, both headers from corners, I believe. Surprised he hasn't grown though. 24 rated, 24 years of age, sorry, at 79 rated. Moussa Sissoko up 2 at 26 years of age now. 7 goals and 10 assists for him. Very pleased with him. He actually thrived when we moved him from centre mid to cam and dropped Freddie Guarin back from cam to centre mid, and that really brought the best out of Moussa Sissoko. So pleased with him this year. Ranocchia, I tried to move him on, couldn't get anyone to bid for him, and in the end he played a big part for us this year, playing almost 30 games and going up 2 ratings overall, so well done to him. Stefan Jovetic, what a player. Came in for £18 million and scored 14 goals in 13 games in all competitions in the space of 4 months. So good, so good. He's the reason why we won the league. He and Charlotto with the important goals this season. Alvaro Pereira actually played a decent role for me as well in the rotation, and he's actually gone up one as well at the age of 30, so fair play to him, and then just a few youngsters that are out on loan. So that's going to bring this squad report to a close, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I've got loads of money left over for some reason. That's all come from my my league winnings. Obviously, we got 10 million for finishing where we did in the league, so I actually am not sure at present whether we'll do a 3rd season here or not. It's kind of tied into tomorrow's episode, or tomorrow's video. So definitely check tomorrow's or your sub boxes tomorrow afternoon at 1 PM because there is an extremely important video going up with regards to the future of this 1 PM slot from next week onwards. And obviously later on tonight there'll be a My Player episode as well. So feel free to check your sub boxes for that at 8 PM. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't already. Check all of the links in the description, whether that be to my social media, to my Twitch where I'll be streaming Football Manager later on tonight, or to my all my social media, Twitter mainly, to be completely honest. I'm not overly active on Instagram or Facebook, but Twitter is the place to get hold of me if you want to get in touch. But that will bring today's video to a close. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.